Hello, in today's video I'll show you how to install a custom ROM on your Samsung Galaxy A6. Okay, so as you can see, the phone is right here, and let's go to the settings to begin. Before we continue, remember that doing so will erase all your data, so if you have anything important on the phone, please back it up. Also, if you have a Google account signed in, go to Accounts and Backup, Accounts, and if there is a Google account listed here, click on it and remove it so you prevent any problems further on. Now, let's make sure we are connected to Wi-Fi. Let's go to Connections, then Wi-Fi, then select a Wi-Fi network you'd like to connect to. Enter the password, connect, wait a little moment. Once it's done, go back to the main page of settings and go all the way down to About Phone. Now go to Software Information and tap on Build Number 7 times. Now go back. By the way, you can check the model number, because if you have the same one, you can use the files in the description down below. If you don't have the same model, if you have a different one, you can still follow this video, but you will need to get the files yourself. I'll tell you about the files later. But if you have a different looking Samsung phone than this one, then probably you may need to sometimes you may need to follow a different video, because the combinations of buttons may be different. Basically, we will be using two combinations of buttons: download mode and recovery mode, so you can either Google them or watch a video on a different looking Samsung. This one, for example, has a home button. It's an S7, so if you have something like this, you can just find a different video on our channel, or just try finding combination of buttons on the internet. Now, we have developer options right here. When you go into them, you'll find OEM unlocking. If you don't see it, make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi. And if you are and still don't see it, try restarting your phone or waiting 5 minutes. Now, let's turn it on, then click on Turn On, and it'll already ask you to erase all your data. So let's click on Delete All and wait a little moment. Now, that will take quite some time, so we can already go to our computer in order to download all the files needed. So you can see my computer is right here, and now if I go to a browser, I'll open a browser tab. I can now open a link from the description down below. And there will be two folders. Custom recovery is needed. I will be using TWRP, and I would recommend that for the custom ROM. But if you just want to use custom recovery without the custom ROM, you may want to try other ones, but the installation process may be different. So this one is the most default one used by everyone, TWRP. It's the one that you need. By the way, if you don't know yet what a custom recovery is, it's basically an alternate version of a recovery mode for your phone that lets you install some files, some third-party files into your system and install a different operating system, because a custom ROM is basically a different operating system that often has the main purpose of being newer, which means it supports more apps, more new apps, and has more new features. So that one, select that one and click on download, then go to custom ROM, and you will need both the universal repartitioner and also all the files here in the Radical Quack. I've selected the Radical Quack. That's what I found, and that's what I want to install here. If you manage to find a different custom ROM and want to try to install it, you can also use it. Often besides the system itself, there may be G apps, something called G apps, Mind the G apps, or Nick G apps. that will be basically Google services that you need to install. In this case right here, as I can see, there is the system as well as 2 fixes that I'll need to install. So yeah, these 3 need to be downloaded, as well as the universal repartitioner.zip. So yeah, now let's go to our website, HardReset.Info, then go to download. Okay, then find Samsung drivers. They are typically on top of the list. If you can't see them, just type Samsung drivers in the search bar and find the ones with this image. Click on download here. I already have them downloaded, so I'll skip that. Then find Odin and find the newest version, the 3.14.4, and click on download as well. Then in the downloads on your computer, you will have everything. Don't extract these files for the phone, but extract the Samsung USB driver by right-clicking, clicking on extract all, then extract, and it'll get you to this folder. You can now open the installer file, go through the installation by clicking on next a bunch of times, and then simply close, restart your computer. Make sure that the computer is restarted, because otherwise the drivers won't be applied. Then go to Odin, open it up like so, and yeah, open the exe file. It didn't open for some reason. Let's click on OK, and now it is there. Now I'll get back to you in a moment when the Samsung boots, because it may take additional few minutes. It's an old phone, so it does take a little time. Once the phone boots, it'll get you to the setup, and I recommend setting up just to make sure that everything will work correctly, just so the phone reads the data that the bootloader is unlocked. Sometimes it's needed, you know, and if you don't do it, it just may not want to let you through the rest of the setup. By the way, I'm skipping the Wi-Fi network because you don't need to set up properly. It'll be reset anyway. And skipping the Wi-Fi is way quicker because it doesn't have to load all that time, and it doesn't have to ask you for the Google account and everything else. And then I'll just connect to Wi-Fi afterwards. It's quicker that way, definitely. Okay, so we are almost through the setup. Okay, let's finish. Then, as you can see, we are in the system. Now let's go to the settings, connections, Wi-Fi. Select any Wi-Fi network that has internet access. Click on done, connect. Okay, let's go back. Now let's go to about phone, software information, build number 7 times, go back twice. Go to developer options. Now it won't show me the OEM unlock. Oh, it did. Okay. Yeah, but if it didn't, I should restart the phone once the Wi-Fi is connected. It says bootloader already unlocked, so we can continue. What you should do is turn the phone off by pressing and holding on the power button, then tap on power off and tap on it again. Unplug the cable if it's currently plugged in for whatever reason, and get a cable ready. Then start pressing volume up and volume down at the same time, and while doing so, plug in the cable that is already connected to your computer. It will show you this warning, and click on volume up to continue. Now you are in the download mode. If your drivers were installed correctly, you have restarted the computer after installing the drivers, and the cable works properly, your phone will light up as a COM port right here. Then go to Options and unselect Auto Reboot and Factory Reset Time. Click on AP button and then select TWRP recovery. Then click on Start. It'll take just a quick little moment, and once it says pass, you'll need to do a combination of buttons. It will be the power and volume down for about 7 seconds until the screen goes off, and once it does, move your finger from volume down to volume up while still pressing the power button until you get to recovery mode. So let's do it. Power and volume down for about 7 seconds until the screen goes off, and once it does, move your finger from volume down to volume up while still pressing the power button. Now you can also release the power button and keep pressing volume up until you get to TWRP. Let's give it a moment. Okay, now we are in the TWRP, and let's swipe to allow modifications, click on Wipe, click on Format Data, and type Yes, then Approve. Now go back, and click, go to your File Explorer on the computer and go to this PC. First, let's go to Downloads and find the Universal Repartitioner. Click on Ctrl-C or right-click on it and click on Copy. Then go to Galaxy A6 in this PC, and then Galaxy A6 internal storage, and click on Ctrl-V or right-click and click on Paste. Then click on Install on the phone and find Universal Repartitioner. Now swipe to confirm flash and wait a moment. It'll very likely restart the phone automatically into the recovery, so let's give it a moment. I won't post the video for now because I want you to see the whole process, just in case you're unsure about something. Now you can see we're in the TWRP. We can unlock it. Then click on Wipe, Format Data, type Yes, Approve. Wait a moment, go back to the main page, and then go to your File Explorer again. This time you can go to Downloads and select the Radical Quack, the Login Fixes, and AMOLED Fix. Click on Ctrl-C or right-click and click on Paste. Go to Galaxy A6 internal storage, then Ctrl-V or right-click and click on... Sorry, the first one was right-click and click on Copy, then here right-click and click on Paste. Now, as you can see, it'll take a moment, so I'll get back to you. Now, once we are once it's copied, let's go to the TWRP and select Install. Then find Radical Quack first and swipe to confirm flash. Wait until it's finished. Wow, it even shows this. I didn't know that. Okay, it shows me the full installation. That is cool. Let's click on Next. Agree with terms of use. Click on Next. Next. Yeah, I'll wipe the data. Then it asks me for more. I can add navigation bar, I can do dual speaker, boot animation, I can change virtual memory, like change the swap file size. Wallpaper can be set from a different phone, remove blur and high features to like speed up the phone. You can change emojis to Samsung or iOS and emojis, and you can add extra fonts. That is so cool. I did know about that. Now you can change Samsung bloatware. You can add more. You can remove that. That's so cool. I didn't know that, really. You can enable call recording, LTE only network mode, LTE data icon, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I think hold on a second, I'll just make sure. Yeah, I think that'll be that. I'm not sure if it'll let me install the fixes or if I need to do it later, but maybe after like setting up the phone, maybe after that I can go to the custom recovery and install it. Like, to be honest, I haven't installed the OS yet. It's my first time doing what I'm doing here. But yeah, it looks so cool, really, that we have this setup screen, because typically it just does it. Here it gives you lots of features, like to select, unselect, things I wouldn't have even thought about. Yeah. You know what? I'll just get back to when it's done, because it's at 20% right now and it may take a moment. Okay, now that's what we can see here. Let's click on finish. Okay, what it says here is to do at least one full system boot before flashing any mods. So I'll kind of listen to that and just finish that and select reboot. And if I need to fix anything, then I will basically do that in the recovery. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what is happening here. I'm not sure. Should it be in the download mode? I don't think so. I don't really think so, but let's unplug it. And yeah, I'm not sure. I'll check it if I should leave the download mode or not. Okay, I think it may be working now, because it's like giving me the logo. So I'll tell you in short what I did. I basically went back to the recovery mode from the download. You know how to do it. Press and hold and power, volume down for 7 seconds, then move from volume down to volume up while still pressing the power button. You're in the recovery, right? And then I did the repartitioner again, so I copied that file. First, I wiped the data by clicking on wipe, you know, selecting format data, typing yes. Then I copied the repartitioner, I used it. Then after it restarted the phone automatically, I didn't wipe. And then during the Radical Quack installation, I changed just one thing. You remember there was this selection of wiping or not wiping. The first time I tried this, I believe I selected to wipe, and then now I selected not to wipe, and that might have helped. I'm not sure. I don't know, but you can see it's now booting. It's not in the download mode, because I actually Googled it, and the download mode was a problem. It was an error. So yeah, and like when I tried to leave the download mode, it didn't. It just restarted into download mode again. So yeah, it looks like it's now booting. Later on, as I said, we can install the fixes in the custom recovery, of course. The same way as we install the system, but it'll probably not get you through this like fancy screen. It'll just install it and that's it. But yeah, I'll get back to you when it's done because it takes quite some time. Okay, after a really long time, I can finally see something happening. For now, it doesn't look like it's any different from the system that I had there earlier. You probably know that because you've probably seen it. I don't know why is that, but let's see it. But I feel like the resolution is a little bit off. You probably don't see it on camera, but it looks a little off, so maybe it's actually fine. And yeah, maybe I also need to install the AMOLED fix. There's probably some Google issue right now with like Google accounts, so I'll be skipping Wi-Fi anyway. And then later, yeah, it shows iris and intelligence count. So yeah, that is indeed a custom ROM. Because there's no iris, I think, in this phone. It's a port from a different phone. So yeah, as I said, 2 fixes will probably need to be installed later. I'll finish that. Let's see. For now, it doesn't look any different. Let me tell you that. But it probably is different. Yeah, it says it's a Note 9 and it's not a Note 9. So I have installed it. It probably is working. Let me see what Android version it is. Because that is quite interesting. It's a 10, so I don't really know if anything has changed. But yeah, well, we have this custom ROM, and I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.